Enjoy this episode of our 4 Qs for You series brought to you by Muzzy Property Group. Welcome to another episode of 4 Qs for You. Today I have my friend John Hardy with me. He is the owner of Divided Sky Roofing and Solar. John, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, my name is John Hardy. I'm the owner of Divided Sky Roofing and Solar. We do roofing and solar roofing, and we service all of the Central Texas area. We live here in San Marcos and have four kids, 3 girls and a little boy, and yeah.
Beautiful. Well, I'll get in. I was going to make a comment about how your company has helped us in the past, but I'll save that. All right. So let's go ahead and dive right into our questions. Question number 1, what kind of roofs are installed in Texas, and what is the typical lifespan of each one?
Cool, great question. There are basically 3 main roofs that you see that are common here. There's a 3-tab shingle, which is you'll see those in a lot of production homes.
Mm-hmm.
Those are a 20 to 25 year shingle. They're going to have about a 60-mile-an-hour wind warranty on them.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to last, realistically, in Texas, you're looking at like 10 to 15 because of the winds and the heat.
The heat.
The one that's a lot more common these days you're going to see is the architectural shingle. And those are, the old school name is like a 30-year shingle, but really they're all called lifetime or 50-year shingles now.
How do you differentiate the 3-tab, is it 3-tab, with architectural? What is the...
So when you look at the architectural, another common name is dimensional or laminate shingle. It's a heavier shingle. It's not gonna look as flat on the roof.
Okay.
It's got a little more definition. They're gonna last, a good. They do last a pretty good while. They rarely do we get any repair calls on those, so that's definitely where things are going. The other one that a lot of people are upgrading to and that people really like is a metal roof. With metal roof, there's a variety of those. The most common are going to be your gavel loom, which is the one that you see a lot. It's like it looks like a silver roof.
Yes.
That's a standing seam roof or a color, and both of them are really nice. The color panels have some energy efficiency things that go with them. Both the gavel and the metal are going to last a pretty good while. However, in Texas, it doesn't matter how long we say the roof is going to last. Chances are, at some point, we're going to hailstorm.
Yeah. Yep.
So.
Or wind. Lately, it's been a lot of wind, the high winds.
Yeah, and the metal roofs will hold up to the hail a lot better. But you get the right size hail, they do beat them up, and it's just like your car. It's going to look like little dings on there.
Yeah.
But.
So average of all of them, 15 to 20 years.
So your good, better, best would be the 3-tab. You can look, we'll say 15 years.
Okay.
On that, under some good conditions. Your architectural laminate shingle, we see those regularly go 30 years.
Okay.
That's definitely a good shingle.
Yeah.
The metal roofs, same thing. Typically the metal roofs and the asphalt, the laminate shingles are being replaced usually to storm damage or just lots of wind and
and I'm not going to hold you to any of those years.
Right.
John said,
right.
We all know the weather and the heat can change things. So, all right, question number 2.
That's why you have homeowners insurance.
That's right. Make sure you pay your insurance company.
They're not all created equally.
That's right. All right, question number 2. Are roof estimates really free, especially after a storm?
Yeah, absolutely. Typically what happens after a storm, people, they're concerned. They walk outside. There's shingle in the yard, there's debris in there, who knows what, but something triggers their mind, like I need to have my roof looked at. They see their neighbors getting their roof looked at. Absolutely, we come out, we look at it, we'll give a free inspection of the roof. We're honesty and integrity is one of our core values, and we give you a real opinion of the roof. If it needs fixed, then we'll let you know, and we'll be fair with that. If it can be fixed, we'll fix it. If it needs to be replaced, it needs to be replaced. And if there's, some storm damage, we'll advise you how you might consider filing a claim. I'm never going to tell you that you should file a claim and they're going to replace it for sure. It's we're also not going to tell you to just file a claim to see what happens either. Yeah. Kind of my background, I came up as an insurance adjuster, so I train all my staff to approach the roof, those inspections as an insurance adjuster would. And so if we're not super confident that they're going to pay for it, we'll tell you. Okay. And as far as inspection goes, we look at it and it doesn't cost you anything to have it looked at, and better safe than sorry.
So I'm going to correct, I used the wrong word, not roof estimate, it's really a roof inspection.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll inspect it, and if there's, and we'll give you an estimate as well. I mean, it doesn't cost anything. I know a lot of, different trade companies, ACs and electric guys, they all want to, they typically charge to come out because they've got a little bit different setup. But, we'll come out, look at it, see what's going on with it, and if something's wrong with it, we'll schedule to get it fixed and take care of it.
Okay. Question number 3. What are the biggest challenges your company and other roof companies face?
Yeah, I think, clearly we're in unprecedented times here with COVID and those things that have been going on. It may sound like a broken record, but, labor and materials that's been it. This year we've had a real hard time getting colors. Supply chain it's a real thing.
Yep.
And, so our big issue is getting the products that people need and want. And again, that's an industry thing. We're a Master Elite certified contractor with GAF. They're the largest manufacturer of roofing products in North America.
Okay.
So, we get a little bit ahead of the line on some of that stuff. We get some heads ups. We order trucks, and we're trying to get ahead of it.
Yes.
But there are some colors that we just can't get. But back orders are back orders.
So maybe if a color's in stock, be a little flexible.
Yeah, you can be flexible. That's super helpful. Most of the time we can get what you need, but sometimes it takes a little time.
Yeah.
And just all we ask is to be patient, and 'cause I
Okay.
promise you, we want to get it done just as fast as you do, probably faster.
So I'll tell my story now. So currently sitting on the board for the Scheib Center, Mental Health and IDD is what that community serves, or that organization. And you all came out and took care of our roof, and we waited. But you did your best. The communication was great, and you did your best to get to us as quickly as possible. So the customer service was outstanding.
Yeah, metal was definitely metal was probably the toughest this year to get, especially colors and that sort of thing. But metal was real far behind.
Yeah. Well, we have a new roof, and we love it. All right. Question number 4. Can you tell us more about the new area of service you're providing with solar panels?
Yeah. So like I mentioned earlier, we're a JF Master Elite partner with them. They just released a new product. It's a Timberline solar shingle.
Okay.
And just won a bunch of awards at the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas.
Nice.
We've been kind of working with them for the past several months to try to get in this program with them. So we're one of the first in the state actually to have these shingles. It's a great product. It's a kind of a hybrid between an asphalt roof and a solar shingle.
Okay.
A lot of people familiar with the Tesla shingle, that kind of got a lot of buzzwords out there. They're like, I want the Tesla roof. And then, that's, it's a great roof, but, it's very expensive. And, they're really far back. They're back ordered pretty good bit. What JF did is they came in, they took materials that they already had, and they made it work with solar. So they've got a much more affordable option. Their warranties are second to none. They're the best warranty out there. They've got warranties that cover not only the material, but the output of the solar.
Okay.
So our ideal customer with this is someone who's already replacing their roof. We can put the solar roof on there, and you're going to come out much cheaper. If you've been considering solar, and you've got to replace your roof anyway, this is a good way to get solar and a new roof and kind of roll it into one. There's a lot of federal tax credits right now for that. So, all this kind of rolls in together, so it's going to really lower your cost. A lot of people typically upgrade from like a shingle to a metal. So you can kind of upgrade from a shingle to a solar for not much more.
Okay, that was going to be my next question about, is it extremely higher than a metal? So
yeah, it's going to be, maybe slightly more than metal. And again, it's all going to depend on usage. So, if you one of those that keeps the thermostat at 60 or like 80, you're going to have a different opinion of what's good.
Yes.
But in general, I mean, it's super affordable. It's about half of what the Tesla solar shingles are.
Okay.
And it's a good product, and I think people are going to really like it.
Have you installed any here in the San Marcos area yet?
So they will be coming to market. We should have them in April to be able to install.
Okay.
Another cool feature of these is our guys can just install them with a nail gun.
Nice.
So it's our crews come in and it's a 1-day thing. You know, a lot of if you were to get traditional solar or the Tesla roof, you know, it takes a while. One of the things that's great about having GF as a partner is they do all the design for the solar system. They're doing all the permitting. They're doing all the electrical hookups. So you don't want your roofer, you know, playing a bunch of wires in the attic. You know, they've got their electrical license and they're gonna, you know, design this thing in California, and then we just put it together for you.
That's interesting. We may have to follow you at one of your installs just to check it
great.
out. Yeah,
we're looking forward to it. It should. They've made a lot of progress in that, and I think you'll start to see that a lot more. I mean, this is pretty big deal in the roofing industry and the solar, because it's such an easy product to put on, and you know, that's what they've been looking for the adoption rate, so it should take over.
Nice. So primarily my audience are homeowners or folks looking to buy their first home or selling a home. Any last words of advice that you can give the audience regarding roofing? Yeah,
so in terms of roofing, you know, and I tell this to every homeowner, whether they're buying a home or selling a home or just going to live there forever, check your insurance, make sure you have good insurance. You know, it's amazing. People don't realize the insurance they have until it's too late. And you know, you might be getting a good deal, but if something happens, you might not. And you know, people are, you know, not prepared for the deductible amount that goes with a claim. So I mean, my biggest advice is, you know, check your homeowner's insurance, make sure you have, you know, adequate coverage and that you're prepared for something if it does happen. And you know, just keep an eye on your house and do some general maintenance. Just watch it.
Yeah, that's good advice. Pay attention.
Like, if it's dirty, like something, check it out.
If you see a shingle in the yard, you might want to check it out.
The longer you wait, I mean, you're not doing any favors waiting. So I mean, you might be saving a little bit, but you're gonna pay for it in the end.
Wonderful. All right. Well, if you are watching this and you're local to the San Marcos area, you know that John and his lovely wife have just made their family a little bit larger, and it's a beautiful story. So I'm not going to make you tell it today, but we're, you know, the folks that know you and care for you in this community are really happy for you.
Well, thank you so much. We really appreciate it, and couldn't do it without the community here. So
great. All right.
It's been fantastic.
Well, that's it for today's series of 4 Qs for You. Thank you so much for your time, John.
All right. Thank you.
We'll see you next time.